Yo, what's good? We are back with another 2K25 video, and today I have a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar build for you guys. It's going to be a 7'1" max wingspan center build. You get the option of 99 close shot on this build if you want, but we also have good pass accuracy, good defense, solid physicals, and just a great Kareem build overall that I think fits his playstyle very well. Real quick before we get started, drop a like, drop a sub, turn the notifications on. We're still dropping bangers all through 2K25. And without further ado, let's get right into this Kareem build. Alright, so starting out with the height, weight, wingspan here, we did go center, 7'1", 260 pounds with a max 7'10" wingspan. I know Kareem is 7'2" in real life, but to make this build as close to him as possible and still be good in the game, I ended up going with 7'1". 7'1s are just a lot better than 7'2s this year. And the stats that we get on this build definitely back that up. As you can see though on the top there, we have a 99 close shot potential, so we can get that on this build if we want, which if you didn't know is responsible for post hooks, and they did just give those a big buff. But we also end up unlocking the 96 strength, 99 rebound, all the necessary stuff to have on a center. That's enough about these physicals though. Let's start out with the finishing. And for the finishing on this build, we are going with a 94 close shot, 50 driving layup, 70 driving dunk, 90 standing dunk, and a 90 post control. Kareem's the greatest to ever do it when it comes to shooting sky hooks or hook shots in general, so you know we had to get that 94 close shot, which you can put 5 cap breakers on to make that 99 if that's something you're interested in. On this build, I will more than likely be putting it on rebound, just because I know how good a 99 rebound is in this game, but it is an option to have it on close shot and get you a lot of those legend close shot badges. 70 driving dunk is very slept on this year. On these taller centers, you can get park dunks or flashy dunks with that 70 rating. They give you some super quick, glitchy animations on these tall builds, and it makes a 70 feel like a lot higher than 70. 90 standing dunk gets you gold rise up and gold aerial wizard, but it also unlocks you the big man standing contact dunks. You're going to be postering people in the paint on this build. I forgot to mention it, but even if you don't put your +5 on close shot, you do start out with Hall of Fame hook specialist, gold paint prodigy, and Hall of Fame float game. So basically anything near the basket, you're going to be laying it in. You can go over people. Anybody smaller than you is not going to be able to stop you. Just a tip when it comes to the close shot, if you guys have hit starter 4 already, make sure you're putting on Joel Embiid post hook. It's by far the best one in the game. And like I said, they did just recently buff the post hook green window, so those are going to be going in more frequently. I was kind of waiting to make a build that was reliant on that until they did that, and they're definitely quite a bit better now. We also started out with a 90 post control in this build, which is going to get us gold post powerhouse and gold post up poet, as well as silver unpluckable. You're going to be able to back people down, throw them out of the way. If they play you high, you're going to be able to post spin off of them. Basically, people are just going to have a very hard time trying to guard you on this build, especially in or around the paint, because we are very, very solid in the finishing category, which is one reason why we don't need shooting on this build. So let's talk about that right now. And for the shooting, as you can see, we did not upgrade this. We just have a 54 mid-range that ended up coming up with some other stuff and a 55 free throw. Realistically, I would have liked to have a little bit more free throw on a Kareem build. But as far as the other shooting stats, he was not a shooter. And not only do I want to make this build like him, but also I've talked about it in some of my other inside center builds. Shooting is not necessary to have on a center this year if you know what you're doing. And on this one, you have the rebounding and strength, like you guys will see in a little bit, to be able to play as an inside center, which is what you are. But what I mean is you can still be viable. You can still provide for the offense, and you'll be setting big screens with the 96 strength. And if your guard misses, you also have that 99 rebound to bail them out. And if they want to run the offense through you, you're going to be able to back pretty much anybody down, lay up over them, dunk over them. And if you do miss, back to that 99 rebound, you're going to be grabbing your own miss a lot of the time. Just a whole bunch of reasons why you really don't need to be able to shoot on center builds this year. Not saying shooting centers aren't good, but they're definitely not a necessity. That's it for the shooting category though. Let's get on to the playmaking. And getting into the playmaking here, we are going to go with an 82 pass accuracy and a 45 ball handle. Obviously, that ball handle rating really won't do much for us, but the 82 pass accuracy is going to get us silver break starter, bronze versatile visionary, and gold dimer, which me personally, I will probably be using my max +1 badge on dimer or break starter just to be able to throw better passes on this build. 82 is still more than enough pass accuracy, but if you wanted to throw that on break starter, you could run this build in the rec. You're going to be throwing a lot of long passes in there, so I would suggest at least putting that on gold. But at the end of the day, this build's not meant to be a big playmaker anyways. We already got our unpluckable from post control, so we're not getting ripped if we are in the post, but we're still viable enough to play any game mode. You can throw fast passes, and with the lane steal nerf that happened a couple seasons ago, people really aren't getting lane steals like that anymore anyways. I don't know, 82 is higher than I have on a lot of my builds. I've been using a 71 for most of the year. Plenty high for the pass accuracy, but the build does not stop there. Our defense is also really solid, so let's check that out now. All right, and getting into the defensive category, we are going to go with an 84 interior, 39 perimeter, 43 steal, 84 block, 94 offensive rebound, and an 85 defensive rebound. That 84 interior is going to give us silver paint patroller, silver post lockdown, and silver off-ball pest. Now, I decided not to upgrade my perimeter or steal on this build. Now, the only issue I see with this is that the perimeter defense does affect contests on the perimeter, but most of the time, you're only going to be guarding in the paint anyways. As a center, I don't see myself getting great contests on the perimeter most of the time. And as far as the steal rating, before this, I was upgrading it to at least 60 or 73 to get lane steals on my other center builds. But like I said, since they nerfed that, I just don't really know if it's worth it anymore. And I'd rather use those points in other categories, such as our 84 block, which is going to get us gold pogo stick and silver high flying deny. You're going to be sending a lot of stuff back in the paint. And you also have to remember we're 7'1" with a max wingspan, so we're going to be able to get a lot more contests than any shorter builds would get. So even if you don't think the 84 interior and block is high enough ratings, if you play hands up defense, your height and wingspan are going to stop people a lot of the times, even without those badges. Overall, it's just going to be a great build defensively. And then we also have the 94 offensive rebound, which like I said earlier, I will be putting the +5 cap breakers on, get that to 99. I have a few centers with that 99 rebound, and it's just crazy this year. Definitely worth the attributes. If you miss a close shot or you miss a dunk, you're going to be grabbing it yourself a lot of the time. And then I also put the 85 defensive rebound on there, which it's only 85, but with the legend rebound badges you're going to have, it's going to feel like a lot higher grabbing defensive rebounds. Overall, though, we're just super solid defensively, super solid when it comes to rebounding. Our finishing is great. It does not stop here, though. Let's get on to our physicals. And for the physicals, we are going to go with a 60 speed, 47 agility, 94 strength, and a 77 vertical. So I did say I was going to put my +5 cap breakers on rebound, but also the level 40 cap breakers that you get. There's 2 of them now, and I'll be putting both of them on strength to get that to a 96. Having that on 96 will give us Hall of Fame brick wall and legend box out beast after I use the other attributes on offensive rebound. 60 speed, really not that bad for a center this big. 77 vertical, it's going to help with our rebounds, our blocks, our dunks. Just going to make this build all that more athletic. Anyways, I'm super happy with how the physicals turned out, and I think it's a great build overall. We have finishing just like Kareem. Our defense is super solid. We still get the 99 offensive rebound that I love having on all my center builds. We hit the 96 strength for all of those badges that we're going to need. Let me know what you guys think of this one down in the comments, or what you would do differently, but I really do think it plays just like Kareem. We are not done quite yet, though. Let's get on to the build name and comparisons. All right, so we get comparisons of Ivica Zubac, Wilt Chamberlain, and Clint Capella on this build, and we get the name Paint Beast. It's pretty fitting considering we cannot shoot on this build. We're going to dominate the paint, dunk everything inside. If this center build didn't end up being the one that you were looking for, I do have a lot of other centers posted on my page. Inside centers, poppers, 6'7", 6'10", 7 foot, whatever you guys might need. So if you're looking at a new center build and this one is not the one for you, be sure to check those out. I am closing in on 4,000 subscribers, so if you haven't yet, go down there, drop a sub, drop a like on the video. If you guys watch all the way to the end, I appreciate it. That is going to be all I have for this Kareem Abdul-Jabbar build. Plenty of new builds and videos dropping soon though, so stay tuned for that. That's all for this one. I will catch you in the next one.